Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Guitar Noob. I am your host, Russ. This can be a series of video blogs, I guess, about my experiences starting in April, hence the Guitar Noob, with learning to play and learning about guitars. Now, 2020 has obviously been right? Like, what else can you say? It's been probably the worst year in most of our lives, but there's a silver lining in every dark cloud, right? So, what it did, while unfortunately it forced me to move back in with my parents after having relocated back from Canada, that did turn into the one positive I can take away, other than getting to spend time with my dad, is he has shared with me his love of guitars and guitar playing. So that being said, coming into an environment, I've always loved guitar riffs. My favorite songs are all because of the riffs of the guitar. So I've always had a kinship or an inkling towards the guitar. And as you can see behind me, plenty of things to choose from. So learning in an environment like this, and again, it just started in April, I got to play with one of everything, because, as you can see behind me, maybe over here, got LP, he's got Squire Strat, and he's got an Avenge. So I basically had a wide variety, and a bunch of acoustics as well, 12 strings included, of body styles, sounds, tones to play with. So it was pretty easy for me to figure out which direction I wanted to go. And, they're kind of hung in the order in which I screwed around with them, starting with the LP, which I found it to be heavy and awkward, not knowing how to play anything. So it kind of got some unearned disdain early on, and I never really went back to it. And then, having picked up the Strat after that, it was so much lighter and easier to play. Kind of developed a kinship for that type of body style. And then when I started playing the Avenge, it's like, wow, like this is a solid heavy, like this is a banging guitar. Like if I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna thrash around, like this is the type of axe I want. And having that as like the last taste, I guess, so to speak, especially as my playing ability was kind of increasing at the time, especially with frequency, I ended up making my first purchase, which was this here. And this is a 90s BC Rich ASM, made in Korea. So this is before the ASM1 and after the Assassins, and the ST series of the late 80s. So this was their version of the Strat for the 90s for the most part. You can see it's dark cherry red. It's a pretty guitar, plays great, and it was an easy decision to make at the time. I thought it was priced right, and I was super excited to get it. However, it was something I had bought at auction. So it wasn't going to be here for a couple days, and I was very, very anxious, excited, nervous, and I am kind of like a dog with a bone, so to speak. When I become interested in something, like I just OCD, whatever you want to call it, I'm into it. I want to research, want to learn about it, want to expand my experience. Start looking into all aspects of it. And then outside of the natural playing and the aesthetics, guitars are beautiful instruments as they are, as well as the sounds they create. They're physically beautiful. There's just a lot of history around them. And the variety of different manufacturers, body styles, pickup styles. So there's tons to dig into. Now, I know nothing about guitars compared to the people who I watch frequently on YouTube, like Trog Lee and Nick in the States. Like, these are the people that I look to learn from. And I'm very grateful that they share their wisdom with us fans on YouTube. It's a great opportunity to learn. I know more about Gibsons now than probably any other brand, yet I own zero, which is just kind of funny, but it's the awareness. It's his attention to detail that makes me a better collector. And so while I don't follow in his footsteps from a brand perspective, I do appreciate his diligence and the way he brings the information to you, or that I've absorbed from him, and his clips. Great stuff. So Chugly, if you ever see this, kudos, man, and I love your stuff. But anyway, I digress. So I was impatient. So I was looking locally for something that I could get my hands on immediately, you know, something that I can make mine. And I actually found this little green Greg Bennett Samick Telecaster. Now, you don't really hear a lot of people talk about Samics. You know, Nick in the States does a great one on the Greg Bennett series. If you're interested in Samics, I would definitely check out the video. It goes into a lot of detail, goes through the whole lineup. But, you know, having played through a variety of different guitars, when that came in, it was an entirely different beast, right? It had 3 pickups, they're Duncan, so Duncan design. So, you know, the higher quality than anything I played so far, and the sounds it made were just amazing. Plus, it's just a pretty guitar, you know, the pearlescent pickguard, the the green striping. I mean, it's a lovely guitar. It's solid. It's well made. It's easy to play. I fell in love with it right away. So that was really my first getting my feet wet, jumping into the pool of actually owning and taking ownership. And yeah, so that kind of like, that started, I guess, that was like my first hit, man, of collecting guitars. So this is gonna be a series about my escapades since then, taking some bad beats, you know, the learning experience, chalk it up to education. Thankfully, I'm kind of thoughtful in that they weren't very, very expensive mistakes, but I think the lessons learned were the value from the lessons learned has far exceeded the financial ramifications of it. So I look forward to sharing more videos with you. I'm well past the 2. Like I said, I just started in April, so I'll kind of give you the timeline of when I got it, what my plan is with it, and what I love about it. So I'll talk to everybody soon, and thank you for checking me out. If you like the video, please subscribe and click that bell, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Peace.